1-49. Which numbers make these division problems correct? Replace each box and triangle with a single-digit number. Go ahead and pause the video and copy the problems down on your paper and try them on your own. Then come back and check your work. So this symbol represents division, and we are dividing by 6. So the opposite of division is multiplication. So one way you could check what's the missing number is, what if I multiplied 6 times 12 and see what's missing there? So on the side I have 12 times 6. That's one way of thinking. The other way of thinking is, what will go in this place, but then we know that this is like a 2, so really it's brainstorming. You can guess and check. You can say, well, could 1 be here? So 1 times 6 is not 1, so no, it cannot be there. Can I try 2? 1 times 6 is not gonna have a 2 or 22, so guess and check. You could use that other way, but I would prefer to check using multiplication. So 6 times 2, it's 12, so it ends with a 2, and 1 to carry over. 6 times 1 is 6 as well, so it does give me 72. So the missing number here must be 72. So the rectangle represents the number 7 into problem A. Now similarly, if you haven't done B on your own, try it on your own. I'm going to be writing it down. So we have a 2, a blank space, 8, and when we divide or when we do any math operation, place value is very important. So we need to make sure we're copying it correctly. So above the 2 there's nothing, so there's empty space. There's a 5. There is a 5 on top of the blank that we're supposed to find, and there's a triangle. So in this problem I have 2 missing digits. I'm going to divide by 4 myself. So 4 does not go into 2, so that's a 0. That's why there is no space there. There is a space, but it's blank, so I like to put it. So that will be 0 times 4 is 0. So that will be 2. Now I have to bring something down, which I'm missing, but I know that I'm going to be multiplying 4 times 5, so that gives me 20. So I need to have a 20 to make sure 5 is in that place. Therefore the missing rectangle for this problem is 0, so that would work. So I'm continuing the long division, and then I can bring down the 8. That means what number times 4 will give you 8? So the missing number has to be now 2 in the triangle place. 2 times 4 is 8. So for problem B, the actual rectangle missing number, the rectangle is actual 8, and the triangle is 2. So long division actually worked. I could check my work with multiplication. So go ahead and pause the video and check your work using multiplication yourself, and then come back to check my work. So I multiplied on the side here to check my work. So I used the result 52 times the divisor 4, and I got the total of 208, which verifies my work was correct. So remember, the opposite, or the inverse I should say, of multiplication is division. So if we're given division, then we could use the inverse of division, which is multiplication. So we could use any of those two to check our work or to find missing numbers like we did in this example.